Yo yo. Gonna be playing 6-player Race for the Galaxy. Rebel vs Imperium goes on, Takeovers on. Until and if we get any opponents. Alright. So 6F goal, tempo goal. We're gonna try and play quickly as well. Which would be good. Blue brown goal. Alien goal. Good. It's really hard to resist playing this. Ever. Always. Dev suspending is kind of whatever. Logistics, whatever. Blaster gem is whatever, but we might draw a colony ship. Which we don't really want to play, but it could work out. And I think I'm just going to start discarding logistics from opening hand no matter what my hand is. It's just, I can't envision a hand where it's ever good in your opening hand. Because if you draw into nothing, we can eventually get it out if you can hold on to it. It's like a 6-7 hand. So it's not that bad. More benefit to this or this. And logistics is such a good card if you can play it. I don't know. So default here is probably to explore, so that we could theoretically leech a settle. Oh, there's Dev and settle. And no consume. Sick. Dev we drew probably mining robots. Certainly play Space Marines. Chucking probably. Oh, we have to pay 2. Research labs is such trash. Dev settle trade. I'm certainly not playing that, and we can't settle. Maximum punish. Down 1 tempo to only 1 player. Nobody has a 6F goal yet. We need to dev in case there's a settle, and we can actually get this thing out. Which is pretty sweet. If there's no settle, we would probably play bankers. Wow, when you draw NGO, interesting. No settle, or there's a settle, sorry, and a produce. Pretty much gonna have to play this and dump a significant portion of our hand to play this, which seems fine. Pay 2, play this, pay 2. I'm guessing somebody's playing a 6-dev here. No? Interesting. What are we keeping? This is not going to be that good. I think I want to go like this. I mean, certainly we keep this. The question is this or this. Or logistics. We don't want to keep 3 6-devs, I don't think. So we probably keep this and chuck a 6-dev. I mean, we are going military, so maybe we should just keep this. Probably makes more sense. Trades and produces. Probably dev, since we only have 1 settle. Military goal is ours by a lot. Blue-brown doesn't matter. Tempo, we're down by 1 still. By deving, we could maybe coax him into equalizing tempo. 6 dev goals out, I mean we have to dev here pretty much. And there's a produce, so we can play this. No settle. Alien goals available. Wow, so many 6 devs. Surely though we have to start with this one. Imperium Alliance. It's actually not bad either. But yeah, so we'll play this. Go from there. So 1, 2, 3, 2 more, 4. Probably just wait for a better alien card. Probably. Let's start choosing 6 devs. So Rebel is not that good. Imperium actually gains some value now. This, there's no way. This maybe. I haven't really been looking at opponents, so this guy's contact specialist, so does he have any big Rebel trade league now out there? Imperium seat. Can take over Rebels. He has a nice Rebel actually, a fat Rebel. Thick Rebel. Does he have an Imperium though? Yes. So this could be relevant. This, not as much. This thing. Logistics. Something like that should be good enough. And then trade. Or, no. Draw 2 unproduce. Okay, well, now we have an alien combo. Too many good cards. If we dev, what happens? We go to 8 down to 2. Unless there's a... Well, we don't want to dev actually anymore. Oh, he has 0 cards in hand. What are the scores anyways? 20. Tempo, we did not... Or we did coax him into sacking R&D. Cool. He's probably going to produce, I guess, because he has no way to get goods back. Maybe settle. We could settle ourselves. We could dev, play this, leech these 2 on a settle. That seems pretty good. That's pretty damn good, in fact. But we don't want to dev. I guess deving is okay here this one time, maybe. I think I'm going to do that. I'm not sure. Can't even see the actions, it's just so squeezed. So purple plays develop. Dev, settle, consume, produce. Well, surely we just do this. Wow, we drew Hidden Fortress. Okay. Day 2. Well, at this point, this is 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's gonna be 9-ish. Whereas this is 4 right now, will be 5, 6, etc. No, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not that good. This one, also similarly bad, although we can take over shit. Have to keep NGO, and I guess ATI is better. So it looks like these are the 2. And then settle, consume, produce. I mean, this thing's going to be pretty sick, so it's our best world. And then this, I guess, although we can get the alien goal immediately, which might be relevant. Looks like it's not, though. Not even close. So I think we'll go ahead and play that first. It's free, and then play this. 0, and then consume, and draw back. Are we ever trading ever? I guess we're not. What's the point? What happens if we dev and there's a settle? So we are at 7, 8, 2, 1, so we could not play this. We could only have settle 1 world, which is less than ideal. Could explore +5, find a fat world. I think that seems pretty good to me. If there's a dev, we would go to 8, 9, could play NGO down to 2. I mean, it's not, or we draw on dev too, so I think maybe it does work actually. Maybe, probably not. So 7, 8, 9, yeah, down to 2. So depending if there's a settle, we would have to choose, like maybe sack this and keep this. I think I'm okay with exploring though. Scores. This guy's the main opponent, not surprisingly with Trade League. Good goal, alien goal. Nobody has an alien card but us. Could also +1. If we +1, we go to 9, 10 on dev, down to 3, 2. Still doesn't work. I feel like we just explore here in case there's a settle. No builds whatsoever. No produce either, unless purple did. Purple settled. Okay, well. And we found a fat world. Holy shit. Easy game. Play that. And this. Now what? 4, 8, 9. So nobody's really close to ending it. Maybe we just trade? It's not great. Nothing's great. Everything's bad. Not true, but produce is insane for us. Wow, we're 54, 26, 20. This is an absolute massacre. If you produce, what happens? No leech, no leech. One card, whole bunch of shit, and one good. 3, 6, we're at 11 tempo. We need to hit 14 to end the game. So the game's a ways from ending. Somebody's likely to produce here though, this guy, right? He gets 4 goods. Doesn't even have good consume powers, but he might have some in hand. There's probably gonna be a produce here no matter what. If we dev, we go to 7. It's just not very good. If somebody else devs and we trade, and there's an explore, we can keep both of these. We don't need to trade though, because produce is probably going to happen, I think. If we explore, we go to 8, 9 on a dev, down to 2. Keeping the other 6 dev and a world, theoretically, if we draw one. We have +1 look at least. Problem here is we have no settles. Might have to actually pass on settle. We +5 instead, we go to 6, 7, 8, 1, and leech a settle. It's just not that great. So I think we just resign ourselves to passing on a phase here. Most likely +1 seems okay. It's gonna suck if there's no produce though, and it looks like there's not one. Yikes. Dev and trade, well, that's fine. Discard 2. It's good that there's no settle because we have nothing whatsoever. Now we play NGO presumably, because it's 15 points. And there's not really anything we care about keeping anyways. Could play Public Works first or Expedition Force first, theoretically, but I think I'm just going to play this and pass next round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go that way so I can leash Expedition Force if ever there's a dev here and still keep this. Dev settle produce, wow. Too bad. Pay 1. Pass on settle, trade. And produce, discarding 2. And now what? So if we dev, first of all, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. So the game's going to end here. If there's a build phase, we're up by infinite, so it doesn't really matter. If we dev, we go to 11. Minus 6 is 5. Can we afford this? Minus 2, we have just enough. So sure, why not? What can go wrong? Nothing is the answer. No settle, looks like, unless purple did. They did not. Actually, that might be worth more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. There's no way. The end. 85 points. Yeehaw! So, first time I play 6-player ever. On stream, that is. So we're 1-0 against AIs. And then record the game. And the time. A bit slow, but that's fine. Ten, 3, 8, 6. 10, 3, 8, 6, 11, 2. And scores. So 85, 27, 30, 37, 23, 33. Wow. So the next closest opponent was at 37. Like our opponent's scores combined were 150 and we have 85 points. Pretty crazy. Alright. And yeah. NGO, Hidden Fortress, I mean it's a pretty crazy board. We got, like, look at the goals we got, holy shit. We got 5 of the 6 goals. Shared a bunch, I guess, but still. Alright, next game. Let's see, dev goal. What is this music? Battery. Great card here. All phases goal. Alien uplift. We're always discarding this. Alien or military goals out there. I don't know though, with this hand I don't know if I want to fight for it. Although I don't really want to play negative military in this expansion. I don't think. Maybe it's okay in RvI but not in Brink of War. Because the takeover power is against positive military, against rebels, and... what's the last one? Imperium Tableau. Oh, so that would still be dangerous playing this. But yeah, going negative military is fine. As long as you don't play rebel military worlds, basically. And the uplift goal is there, military goal. I think we just want to go Ancient Race here to try and get Pangalactic Research out ASAP. And this, in 6-player, this is just dominating card. Like, it's already a dominating card, but in 6-player, it's just insane. So, yeah. Discard one more and see what they have. Probably this. And then discard one more. Seems fine. If there's an Explore and a Dev and a Settle, we could actually play both of these. Which maybe I would do, but probably I wouldn't want to. All settles. Okay. Tempo goal is out there, dev goal is out there. So what happens if we dev now? If there's a settle, we could play a windfall. But more than likely we would just play this and don't care about anything else happening. I'm just going to go ahead and do that to get it out ASAP before explore phases and produce phases. So, discarding one, there is a settle actually. And no produce, so benefit to this is minimal. Might actually play contact specialist here, maybe. Wow, we draw Hidden Fortress. Maybe we're supposed to go military now? 2 military, 0, 2. Everybody went to military homeworld except for us. Not shocking. 2, 1 base. I mean, we could play this either way. Give ourselves a possibility of going military, but we open ourselves up to takeovers. But I mean, we have a little bit too good of a combo probably. And we're going to be playing this, I think, so I guess. Or we play this and pass on settle, which doesn't seem great. If I play this into the windfall, we go down to 5, so I can't play this next round, which sucks. But it's not the end of the world. We would trade. We'd have to pass on dev and or settle, which really sucks. Key decision here. All phase goal. Not gonna happen. Basically, do we go all in military here? Or go all in PGR? My instinct says PGR. I don't know. I guess it's pretty close. Kind of want to do PGR here. Like, military is, I don't know. If I play Space Mercenaries and the uplift, I go down to 4, trade to 8, and I can still dev after that. I don't know. Pick one. Not a lot of goals deciding, like, leading me either way. Only the military goal, basically. Maybe the uplift, but not really. I don't know. I don't know. We'll go with the path less traveled, let them fight over military, I guess. I don't know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably. We'll explore. If there's a dev, we could reach this. If there's a dev settled, we could reach this and this. Going to 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. We could produce also. If there's an explore, we'd go to 4, 3, 2, 1, so we could even reach that. If there's explore, dev, settle. Producing, how likely is that? Have a phase call. This guy gets 2 cards for free, and this guy gets a yellow good, and that's it. So maybe we should produce next round. Instead of getting 1 extra card each round, we would get 6 cards for 2 actions, so 3 and 3, instead of 1 and 1. Or hold on, 3 and 3 instead of 2 and 2, so we gain 1 card per round. Yeah, just gonna do this. Pass on settle. Now produce or explore. So now there's new settles. Didn't change much of anything with regard to producing. There's no explorer, we can't leech. This guy's gonna trade. This guy may explore, but probably won't. Probably won't. May, but probably won't. So, not gonna explore, not gonna explore, not gonna explore, not going to explore. Probably not gonna explore, so maybe I'm supposed to explore here. I'm gonna explore. So yeah, nobody explored. There's a dev and no settle, and the produce. Okay. So at this point, we're keeping 3 of these. Don't really care about logistics. Don't care about expedition force. So I guess this is our keeps. How about are we doing on phases? We need $3.4, which we could get with this and these two, or something. We could do this or this. If we do this, we pay 3 down to 1, and we would explore to, or 2, 3. And explore to 4, 5, 6, 7. Either way we get a card. This way we get to maybe get the all phase goal, which people are fighting for pretty hard as usual. Playing this we're forced to explore though, which I don't really like. I feel indecisive today. Just play fast. Whatever. Click a button. And then maybe produce. Oh. That changes things a little bit. I don't know if this is going to work out. I mean, we need to, I guess, just over time gain more cards in them and gain... draw better. Like, since we see more cards, we are likely to draw better cards. But right now, we don't really have much. Deving gains us a lot. Exploring is okay, so producing basically is what we should be doing. Produce trading, I guess. So, settle, consume, produce. Play our only settleable world. Paying 2... something like that. Trade. Well, here we go. So explore, dev, settle, trade. What are we going to do here? Oh wow, bankers. So ideally we want to play bankers. Can we leech a settler if we do that? Or like a good one? Keep 2 here. We probably don't care about that. We definitely want to keep new economy and... all phase goals gone. Tempo goal we're not going to win, most likely. We're down 2, so there's no way. Dev goal we're probably not going to win. I don't think. Oh, we're actually tied for it, so dev goal we will equal or better, so that's good. I guess this is more likely to be played than this. Maybe. If we play this, what happens? Paying 5? Go down to 1, not good. 1 then to 2 play this. So maybe we don't play a big dev yet. What happens if we play this? We lose a card, but we get to keep both of these, which is super important. Like, we have to do that. We could play this, paying 3, drawing 1, play this, pay for it. That looks pretty good to me, actually. The rest of this is nonsense anyway. And we want to play that dev eventually anyway because of this, so yeah, boom. Play this, paying 1, and then trade for a whole bunch. 6 trade value either way. And profit. So 8 tempo here, scores 19. So the 8 tempo guy is the highest score. I mean, we pretty much have to dev, right? Problem is we're gonna get punished by settles. We just don't have much. Maybe we don't dev. Maybe we explore because we get so much out of it. Maybe. Cards in hand 38304. Nobody has G-Fed. This guy draws 1 on dev, nothing here, -1 here. So dev is a pretty good phase. Explore obviously is amazing, but 8. If we explore +1, we go to 12. Produce 14. There's no builds. Not that likely though. I think maybe we do have to explore to find a settle, maybe. Or just start pushing devs. That can't be bad, really. I'm just gonna start pushing devs here. If somebody explores, great. Unfortunately, they don't play this, I think. Well, 1 second. I could actually play dropships into this here. Theoretically. Seems like a bad idea, though. This guy's 9 military. I think I'm just gonna ignore settle phase a little bit. Pay 4. I could play this. Into... wait a second. Did I do this wrong? Actually draw 2 on produce this way. So I get more cards playing Merchant Guild, so I think that's probably going to be right. Pay 4. Probably just ignore settle, honestly. Try and play all these, why not? Continue to spam dev. Explore, dev, settle, produce. Jeez. Well, now we're rolling in cash. Discard 1. Dev, settle, produce. So how do we get the most cards out of all this? There's a consume as well. So either way, either of these is the same. This one we get the cards sooner. Settle. We're gonna want to play the blue one probably. Consume, produce. So we could play this. It's the same number of cards. We get an extra chip if we play that. I mean, is the game ending here? The game could end here. Jesus Christ. I'm actually gonna lose. Brutal. Looks like it. Unless he passes on a phase, and that's pretty unlikely when he explores. Red, +1, yeah. Although, what did he start the round with? Like 1 card? 2 cards? So he goes to 4. But I mean, you can play any cheap dev. Like, do we just lose if he ends it? Probably. This is 6, 7, 6, 22. Can't imagine. So 22, and then paying 4. Drawing 1. So I can't afford this. And if I... So 6, 7, 8, 9... Actually, this is more points here. I think. 5, 6, 7. This one's 6, 7 if I play that. It's the same thing. And I gain 6 or 7, 8, 9, 10, 26. Yeah, so I can't win if he ends it. So we're going to assume he's not going to end it, which is sad, but that's what we're going to do. And then in which case, maybe this is the best play. Probably not, though. It's 2, 3. We could draw into something crazy as well, so I'm just going to play this one first. Our best dev, basically. Yeah, there's a little baby dev, and we lose. Pay 4. Settle this. That sucks. Pay 3. Doesn't have Hidden Fortress, right? Does not. So all in on thing didn't work. 5910. Pangalactic Research. Oops. 27, 32, 20, 26, 23. 15. Homeworld 619 619357 619357. The winner was red. Very generic. I wonder if I should replay this, try the military wave for fun. I feel like I'm gonna try that. Let's do it. So back up to that key decision. So we would instead dev this and play a completely different game. So that, paying 1. This. And then trade. Dev settle. Trade produce. We're probably supposed to double pass here, which is insane. So I mean, this might turn out actually even worse. If we're going military, we have to pass on this, on both. Which is so bad. Well, now we probably have to dev. We just settle if it happens. Play PGR or GFED otherwise. No settle and there's produce. Discard 1, so we play this because we gain 3 cards out of the net deal, plus if there's an X4 we gain more, versus 2 here. Pay 5, all the non-military, non-dev stuff. Draw 2 cards back. Now if we dev, we must dev anyways because of this, again to reach the settle, although it's not even that good. We have to like dump our whole hand. We would pay 1 down to 4, and then 3, 2, 1. So we'd just keep these 3 cards. And our military would be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 exactly. So just enough for this by paying 4. SETI's good, but not super key. GFED's not that key either in military, to be fair. Problem here is if we don't dev and there's a settle and there's no dev, we just pass, which is really bad. I'm a fish. This is not looking good. I'm just going to dev, and since it's a replay, I don't want to go too crazy. There's no settle, so probably a good thing. We draw 2 on produce, which is great. If we dev now, what happens? Actually, hold on a second. Since there's no settle, do I even play that? If I play GFED, what happens? I pay -2, 4, so I'd keep 1 card, so I can't. I'll just sacrifice a card. And now if we dev, what happens? We're at 6, -2, so down to 1, so we can't dev. We can explore certainly, and that's what we're going to do. If there's a dev, great. Okay, keeping 2 or something. 3. And then presumably play a GFED. Paying 5. This is not going to be good. That seems fine. Maybe keep this instead of SETI, but nah. Can't imagine that's worth. And now what? Still, I guess, explore because we have PGR. and hope nobody devs kind of thing. We drew into stuff. If I play this, I go to 4 and then 3 and draw back. So I want to play this either way, I guess. So, but by playing this, I could get a good, which I can then trade instead. I play this, go down to 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 on trade. I don't know that I ever want to even trade anyway. I'm just going to play this, I think. Chucking that, settle that for 0, draw 3 back. And then presumably we explore. Tempo though, so what's the scores here? We're in the thick of it, I guess. Dev goal, yellow is actually ahead, so it's not going to change. Actually, we're running out of build phases to get these things out, so that's awkward. Maybe I misplayed last round actually, not realizing the game's almost over. We can replay that in a second. I mean, we're not, it's not like devs are bad or anything, but I mean, getting the 9/9 out is kind of important, so I don't know. I feel like I probably did that wrong. So discard 1, and then dev, that paying 3, like something like that. So this guy would need to pass or swap, which he may do. So we certainly play this now to give ourselves a chance, but no. So this way, but we still win, looks like. Don't even play the 9/9, still win. That's interesting. So this did work out even with the butchered second last round. And did I draw into anything really lucky? Played this anyway, just a couple rounds later. I mean, this is not even good. Didn't even matter. Basically just not going all in on this, on that previous round, keeping the windfall and playing these worked out better. Doesn't mean that I made the wrong play necessarily though, but it's interesting. Maybe it is possible to overcommit to that. I'm no sure. Alright, let's go to the next game. 1 second. Alright. Alpha Centauri is always nice. Rebel goal. Explore goal. Uplift goal. Goods. All powers. Multicolor. What is happening here? Like this goes with this. We have Sparta, but no way to increase our military. This is not that great of an opening. I mean, it's okay. It's not that good of an opening military world, but there's the uplift goal and the explore goal and multi-phase. This unfortunately does not help us get this out, which sucks. This is a pretty good combo, but not great with either of these homeworlds because it hurts our military here, and here we don't need another windfall really. This is a pretty key card here, I feel like. Explore power, uplift. And this, I mean, is very good. I don't really want to commit to military if I'm not going all in on it with takeovers in a 6-player game, so. And I guess we could go like contact specialists, uplift. That's pretty good. And then last card, I guess, kind of fits. If we don't get anything, another windfall doesn't hurt. Multicolor goes out as well, and it's greenish combo, so something like this. I'm not sure. There's a rebel goal too, actually. So we could keep that instead, maybe. Okay, definitely keeping this, definitely keeping that. Almost certainly keeping that, yeah. So what's the last card? I think that's the last card. And then we trade, settle, dev settle, trade, produce. Almost certainly playing this. Yep, paying 1, probably that. Dev settle, trade, produce again, Jesus. So do we commit to contact specialist, or calling ship? We'd go all in here basically, so probably not. Probably play this. So how's things going on here? So this guy has 2 explore powers. He's the only player who's running away with it a bit. And he has a rebel world, so he's going for both big goals. And multi-phase, kind of. I mean, I probably have to play this, doesn't really matter. Pay 1, probably that. Because we could theoretically get this out with the military, although probably not. Maybe that's wrong. I mean, it's green, although keeping the blue one could get the multicolor goal. It has a dollar power, so maybe I should keep that. Something like that seems good. Trade that, and then we can trade again. And unless somebody's X2ing every round, we should probably just trade again. No engines. Oh boy, look at this. So he's probably going to produce every round, and he gets 5 cards and a chip out of that. Every round. Yikes. What can we do? Bunch of garbage. This has an explore power too, which is important, I guess. Theoretically. I guess we trade. Man, has there been a Devon settle every single round? That's only round 3, I guess. And it is like a 6-player game, so. Yep, every round. Who's going to be the tempo king? So calling ship doesn't really do anything here. Mining robots either. Cloaking tech doesn't really do anything. So is there any use to playing any of these cards right now? Phase, we need $2 None of these have that. There's no tempo goals. So more than likely we just pass here. This is we don't have any reduction, so this is not that great. I don't know, but I'm gonna pass. So, and then do we settle this? I guess we do. It's a color, it's build phase, can't pass all day, and we trade up, we draw 1 more on trade. And there's no produce, so we can trade again next round. And it's free as well, trade that. And then probably trade again, 3, 6, 9 cards in hand. Still don't have a whole lot of anything to leech. Hand size is 2, 2, 4, 5, 2. And this guy didn't produce last round. He did what? Traded. That's very surprising, actually. So he draws 6 cards instead of. And he didn't even actually. He took 5 cards in a chip. So I guess whether he consumed or produced, he gets 5 cards in a chip. But if he produced, he would have 2 goods. But I guess he was relying on somebody else trading, but that was pretty likely in a 6-player game. So I'm surprised it didn't produce there. Very surprised. Maybe we get too much out of it? Not really. Do we just trade the whole game? I mean, we do have a fat yellow world. Thick. So if only settle happens, nothing else, that's fine. And then we can produce on that in the future. I think we're just going to trade here. No builds whatsoever. Well, that's definitely the worst case scenario. Because we just overflow. completely waste. It's like a trade, I guess, or an explore. I mean, mini explore. Pretty bad. So all phases. It's a good world. How are people doing on the all phases? So we're behind 4-3-4, 4-3-3, 4-3-4. Poo flower man buns. Pretty much thick. Lurker exposed. I guess theoretically with dropships we could actually get out this thing and then it's an explore power. Green already has 2, we have 1. Not sure what we're supposed to do here. And we're behind on this as well. Like we're probably, whatever we fight for we're gonna lose anyway, so probably just don't fight for them. Just keep the fat brow wild. Also, I wonder what the best play here was, since there was no builds and we had a big hand, they didn't, so I should have dev'd or settled theoretically. Maybe dev'd. This is putting me in the mood for My Dying Bride. Oh nice, that's what it is. So good. Must resist urge to turn off shuffle. Board is half brown, half green. It's like, pick a direction. Brown's typically better. But we have nothing to go with it for the moment, really. Discard 3. So what do we draw? Well, we have a consume power at least now. We have negative military, so actually we never play military here. Do we trade again? So we risk the same thing happening, no builds. Dev Leech to settle. Or just skip ahead to the settles. And play this as a dev. That seems pretty good actually. That'll produce on 3, 4 if we produce ourselves. 1, 2, 3. Still need another consume power. So we kind of want to get this out. This. I mean, we just want those two out for now, actually. And AIs are more likely to settle. So I guess I dev. Well, nobody builds. Which is fine. Well, there we go. So Mining League, boom. That simplifies things tremendously. Now we could either play it to produce on this and then immediately be able to start cranking, or we could play this, which seems incorrect. I'm just going to play this. Paying 5. We're not going to need this. So do we just start X2ing is the question. Score is 7, 11, 8, 12, 9, 7. Engines, no production whatsoever. This guy draws 3 on produce. 5 per round basically. This guy gets a lot as well, but no engine per se. Oh yes, this, so it's like an 8-point engine, kind of what he has here. 2, 4, 5, 6, 6-point engine. 3 points around. And this guy, oh, so this guy has a 6-point engine also, but he has to produce. And if there's a dev and a settle, we can leech this and this down to 0. If there's a settle, it's not as good, but it's fine. I guess I just X2. And if there's a produce, we have a 12-point engine, so should probably just default to X2ing there. Yeah, worth. Mm-hmm. Discard 2, keep 1. What do we have? Dev settle, consume. No produce. Probably play this, produce, hope there's a dev later. Although I already have a dev with a consume power waiting. Let's figure this out. So 3, 6 cards. If I play this, I go down to 2. Can't play this, so that doesn't work. So for sure I'm playing mining robots into mining worlds. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 cards left. Produce, I draw nothing. Wrong. There's no produce. So I'm at 2 cards. There's an explorer, I go to 3. Which means I couldn't leech anything anyway, no matter what sequence happens. There'd have to be another explorer later, so this is just too far down, unless I trade. It's not that far down actually, because of this. But I think because I have this, I'm just going to go like this. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll do that. Paying 2. Seems good. Settle that. Pay 1. So we only keep 1 anyway, so the choice there hardly mattered. Basically I could keep something else instead of... Like I could keep Galactic Salon or this here. And I have to keep this anyways, I think. Maybe not. They're both equivalent. Let's look at our opponents and see if they make it different. Like if they can decide for us. So like dev is likely to happen from this guy. Like what phase are would they tend to call with their boards? I didn't plan this day well. I'm like getting hungry already. Well planned as usual. Although schedule wise I'm actually getting back on schedule. I should be able to wake up at 8 AM tomorrow back to normal, which is what I was trying to do. It's hard to look at tableaus when everything's grayed out. I'm just gonna choose first and look after. So in a vacuum, what's better? And what's more likely to happen? Looks like settle, typically. And it comes to good, so maybe it could work out. Let's just do it that way. And then we must produce, I think. Unless somebody has a better engine now. Nothing really has changed. I mean, we don't have a great... This is not great. We have a 6-point engine. Are we excited about that? Not really. So we didn't need to produce. Wow. We'll draw this. Maybe we trade here. Or X2 then trade. Or explore. Probably just trade here, honestly. X2 trade. Wow, this guy could end the game really soon. 1 card in hand though, so never mind that. I'm pretty sure... Wow, and he has this now to leech on this. Wow, he didn't actually produce on that? What? What is this again? Whitechapel. Why did he not produce on Toy Shop? That's my question. So purple... Produce on the green. It's just a nonsensical play. Unless he has Galactic Exchange in hand. And even then it seems wrong. I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose if I just X2, so I'm gonna trade here. Yep. Because yeah, produce could happen anyway, so wanting to X2 to then trade just because there might not be a produce, it's just not great. Okay, discard 2. And then there's a dev. 4, 8, So I guess we pass on dev. It's not even good anyways, really. Trade that, consume 2 brown, and produce back. So now what? Feels like they're running away with this. I don't know what I can do now. Just trade and hope it's a dev. And no settle. What did yellow do? Settle. Certainly play that. Close your eyes. Close our eyes. 1, 2. Explore goal. I mean, maybe we can fight for it. Yeah, maybe. 2, 4, 5. Do we ever play this? Suspect not. And do we play this? Okay, it's 2 points. Pay 0, trade. Might actually want to trade the blue. No, you can't be right, can it? So if we do blue, we would draw 3, 4 cards and 4 chips. Versus 3, 4 cards and 3 chips, saving a blue good. There's a produce, so it doesn't matter. So we trade. What was it? Trade the blue, right? I believe. Huh. We're not actually that far off. 1 tempo from the end, though. And we draw a new economy. Only 6 points, sadly. Explore powers. 2 guys hit 3, so that sucks. Rebel, nobody really. Green has 1. And I haven't really paid that much attention to the goals, so I might have messed something up earlier. Like for this. Getting 4 goods. Maybe. Whole lot of nothing. Or mediocre stuff. This is okay. If we dev, we can't reach a settle. This guy has 0 cards in hand. 8. I mean, it's probably an end here. This guy's probably gonna dev. We get X2. Reach the dev and double our chips. It's not bad. 3, 4, 8. That's 14 points. We go to 51. He goes to 43, 44, 45, 46. Plus his dev. Yeah. I don't expect we win, but I think this is our only chance. If he doesn't dev, he settles instead. Which still ain't bad. This is a 4-point settle. No, actually it's 5. 6. So 6 and 6. Except this is 2 cards cheaper. Theoretically could not end, but that seems impossible. Guy who's in the lead called settle is not going to pass. And regardless, this is our best play. He does not pass. Pay 2. Some 2 rare goods. And the last one. Wow, we actually tied him? Did we lost on tie breaks maybe? It's 14 tie breaks. And we have 2, 4, 7, 10, 11. Wow. So we did almost win. Because his settle is garbage. That's interesting. Not even a windfall. Oh, maybe it gave him the 4 color goal, yeah. Yeah, that was close. Oops. Okay. So 5-player loss at 67-45. I feel like I can speed up, like 20-minute games. Still pretty long, but it is 6-player. So 51, 22, 25, 44. You got a 3 AM nap? Nice. That's one way to rearrange the schedule. 25, 44, 48, 51. Purple wins. 2, 10, 11, 9. 2, 10, 11, 9, 1, 7. Alright. Next game. Explore goal, nothing. We have Trade League. We have a Windfall. We have export duties. The hand is kind of playing itself regardless of goals here. Rebel goal. Explore goal. Uplifts. Discard. Multicolor. And ships. What happens if we settle and there's an Explore? We go to 5, so we could not dev this. We could naked dev it, which isn't great. We could just naked trade round 1, which is pretty good. Probably good enough to win with this hand, or to have a shot at winning. Maybe we keep that over that. Close enough. So, naked trade, question mark. I think so. If there's a dev, we can even play this thing. Seems pretty sick, actually. Paying 1, play that. Wait, what? There's no settle. Oh my god, I'm bad at this game. Good fucking job. Wow, no settle. So the other game there's 5 settles, round 1. This game there's 0. What else did people do? So produce, trade, dev. Wow. It should work now, right? But here we go. This is where we whiff 6 times in a row and can't win. Or not. Discard 2. Surely like that. Play that. Sack that. Trade. Wow, bankers. We have an okay settle, so I think we just dev here. Settle trade, so we could play Trade League into this. That's pretty crazy, actually. Although we have to go like all in or something. Yeesh. Is it good enough to just dump everything? Alternately, we could do this into this and just wait around to get the trade. If I do that into that, what happens? I go to 5, then dev again, -2. So if ever there's an Explorer, I could play this and keep this, which seems pretty sick. Versus just going all in on this here. I think it's worth it. Is it? Because if there is no Explorer next round, which could easily happen, then the only thing we got out of this skipped round is getting credits out. Which doesn't seem really that amazing. Yeah, the most likely result is we play this and then this going all in to that. And if there's no trade, which there's only a small chance that doesn't happen, but if there isn't one, it's even worse. I'm just going to go ahead and go all in here. And go from there. So, now what? Now we kind of have to produce and pray nobody has a good leech. But everybody kind of does have a good leech. This guy gets 5 cards for 1 action. This guy gets 2 cards for no action. This guy gets 4 cards for 1 action. This guy doesn't get too much. And this guy gets 4 cards for 1 action. So pretty brutal. Regret. Much regret. It's supposed to be a speed game once again. Producing is like a 7 card action. If somebody else consumes, and they will, I get 4, 5, it's a 6 card action. So I actually still get more than anybody out of it. Interesting. So, keep the fat world, I guess. Although the rebel goal's out there, so maybe keep the easier to play one. And the multicolor goal, it's brown, sure, we'll do that. And then probably play this, although it doesn't do much. does something, I guess. Or do you kind of have a blue combo if we draw a free trade association? I don't know. I don't know if that's correct, but I will play it. I think it's correct, that's why I play it. But I'm not fully analyzing it. And then trade, no, definitely not. We just leech the consume, we could produce again, so it's 6 cards around once again, 6 cards in a chip. Problem here is we have no leech whatsoever. But we don't need to produce anymore because we have a leech, so we could explore. I think I like that better. Yeah. Give ourselves a chance to leech, dev, and or settle, and both happen. Although we don't really have much. So what's going to happen here? If we pass, we actually overflow. The discard goal's already gone. Hey, what's up, Moltman? Yo, yo, yo. How are you today? So, calling ship. Yeah, so 5, 9, 10, 11. So I'd overflow by 1 if I pass, so I should probably not pass, because that means calling ship is 1 cheaper than normal, as well as logistics. So is logistics worth playing as a 2-2 in civilian? The number of cards I draw, maybe? Because colony ship is whatever. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. Although, would I have to lose too much, kind of? Still would like to play a fat brown, which there's 1 in the deck for. Yep, cool. Fast. It's weird, I feel like... So I want to play fast, right? But I'm so used to analyzing every little decision in such depth that it feels bad to play quickly, because I know I'm not nowhere near playing perfectly when I do that, but it's just different. Like, I wouldn't mind to be able to play just quickly and instinctually. Like, what's the downside? What does it matter if I play worse? It's a good skill to learn, so like, just click buttons. Could click buttons way more than I am. Like, anytime I bog down like this, it's just like click something and go. Just click stuff. Trade that. Oops. Okay. What was that moaning? Well, what? Did I? I don't think I did. I guess I did. Some sound, whatever. Did you want it closer to the mic? Is that what's happening? Okay. And then, so quickly, so here's the blue we need, so maybe settle here. Maybe this way I can actually pay more attention to the opponents, which is good. What's up, dude? How's it going? Because yeah, one thing I've been doing while playing quickly is not paying enough attention to the opponents. So I'd rather spend more time looking at my opponents, but also doing that quickly, and less time analyzing my board state and all that. So we don't have any more colors for this, and opponents are all at 2. Uplift's not going to happen, Explore Goal's not going to happen, Rebel probably not going to happen. Was something in the background? Oh, was it? I see, I see. Neighbor moaning. Neighbors are nailing. So, right, so choosing settle's fine, and dev is fine because nobody has... It should probably be deving by default, to be honest. Oh wow, we have advertisers? Definitely deving. So, ideally, get this out, and this go down to 1. That looks good to me, because it gives plus to blue as well. So yeah, we'll just do that, not think about it too much. Pay 2, but I'm checking good cards, so I don't know if that was correct, honestly. Because I mean, SETI especially. Well, it's not that good here. We have a lot of devs. In any case, it's done. We'd probably keep this. Do we? Why do we even care? Oh yeah, calling ship, right. So I could pay for this with calling ship, and if I do, what happens? So I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I overfill by 1. Is that worth it to keep all this stuff? This isn't great. This is fine. Quickly, quickly. Just go like that. I can discard for a chip apparently. No produce. Did I just lose connection? Nope. I've been having major connection problems today. Okay, this is good. Huh, this is actually better to use on colony ship. We need to keep both worlds though. Bazaar is not great here, so we'll probably just chuck that. Now what? Produce. Game could end here. We are fighting. We're in it. 19, 20, 11, 12, 17, 13. Rebel goal. Probably this player. Explore goal. Not happening it once again. Yellow's probably going to get this. Maybe. Yeah. So, and he's the leader, so he has basically 23 here. So we're down by 4 on him. I don't know. Settle or produce. Hands are pretty large. And we kind of have an engine, especially if there's a settle. And does anybody else have an engine? No. Is anybody likely to produce? Not necessarily. I'm just going to produce. Okay. So there's a settle and produce. Settle, consume, produce. I think this is going to be better. 3, 4, 5. Either way we have extra goods. So this is better, but we get cards back. I'm not sure, but I'm going to play this. Pay that. Most likely. Draw 1. Discard 1 maybe. So 3, 6, 8 cards. There's a Dev and a Settle. 8, 3. Can't happen. We might actually dev ourselves. 3, 6, 8. 9 on produce. Deving down to 3. 9 down to 5. So that could work. I mean, the game's close to over. I do think we need to build, most likely next round. And I would probably want to play this because it's pretty amazing. 7, 2, 4. Thing is here, like, I could play quickly, but that one card can make all the difference, which really sucks. You don't want to go to class? Yeah. It's the way she goes. Okay, let me just do the math there. So 8, if I discard to 7, 8, dev down to 2. Can't really just settle either way. Explore goal. Yep. So I think I discard 1. Goes on a windfall. Oh, I produced. I never play markets, so that's fine. Dev, settle, produce. Well, and then consume at least. So this is 7 points, plus if I can settle, which I can't, and this is less. Ah, shit, son. Have fun, guys. I don't even know who's here right now. Welcome, welcome. So surely this is the best play? Maybe not though. Interestingly. This is 2, 7, 8. 8-point play. This is 7. It's actually less points. What the hell? That's a weird look. Goth look. Nice. I think it's the lighting. I don't know if it's me that's fucking up or her side. I guess it's my side. Yeah, it's a little crazy lighting. Right, so this is 7 points. 8. So I have to play this. Interesting. Pretty sad, in fact. Luckily I mathed it right. 1 second, my shit is broken for some reason. People freaking out. Hate when your shit breaks? Yeah. Me too, man. Me too. I think it's my browser. On my second computer, I usually use Firefox because it's just easier to restart my computer and reload all my tabs the way I want them. But it's bugging out on one of my windows. Be good to go in a second. Alrighty. So, end game, what happens? We probably lose, I guess, but we'll see. Actually, I don't trade a good here. I take chips. Oops. Looks like I got really close though, by 1 point. You didn't even get the multicolor goal either, and still won Terraforming Guild, yeah. Yeah, lose. So 85 minutes 40. $33, $27, $24. $34, $27, $26. Yellow wins. Homeworld's 8, 9, 1, 7. 8, 9, 1, 7, 6, 0. Alright, so now for this game I want to really try to play quicker, like I was talking about. So let's go more instinctually. So explore goal, not relevant. Production world goal, not really relevant. 6 dev goal, relevant with this. Discard goal, alien, and multicolor. This is trashy. We could, we have a windfall to go with this. We have mining kilometer to go with this. I mean, I will spend a bit of time in the opening hand because it's so important. But the goals are pretty irrelevant, so we can ignore the goals. So what's the best? I mean, Dropship's is just not a card I really want to play early game anyways. We could make a trade with this and then go G-Fed. But it's like half-assing military once again, which I don't really like to do in this format. So I think we're just going to go Alpha Centauri here. Hope there's an Explore and a Dev. Something like that. So, keep that and that maybe. Production world goal, multicolor goal. I just still don't expect to ever play Distant World. So we'll go like that, we'll trade. So there's a dev but no explorer, so that kind of sucks. But I guess we have to commit to it. I think. Instinct says yes, we're doing it. So, pass on settle trade. Do we produce now? Probably. Oh my god, we don't even, yeah, this is not good at all. We definitely don't produce. This looks like a loss already, honestly. So, Explorer, most likely. And just go from there. Explore, settle, produce. Explore, settle, consume, produce. can go all in on this thing. Seems pretty good. Settle, consume, produce. That seems good to me, so we'll do it. And then trade. Each is settle, and there's a produce again. Probably trade again. Although here we might want to pause. Alright, dude. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you later. Have fun at school. Trade. Probably take a look at our opponents here. Lurk mode activated. One second. I have a distracting window I must minimize. Alright. So trade would be the default here, but hand size is the main thing we need to look at. So yeah, I mean, we can trade here, I think. Build's probably going to happen. We have a dev leech, settle leech. Not dev and settle though. So there's a dev. Discarding one out of all these. We don't have any military yet. This is probably just never seeing play. I mean, we're going to be discarding a bunch here anyways. Are we playing this now? So, explore goal. Multi-way tie with 1. We could play Rebel Pact actually. 3, there's no produce. Is Rebel Pact good enough to play here? Just for the explore goal? Might be. We'll go to 3, 6, 7, 6, 5, 9. And then maybe produce next round. 9, if we do this we go down to 6. Which works. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So maybe we just play this and block explore. Yeah, that seems fine. Don't care about those two. Don't care about that. Nah, is this right? It's looking wrong now that I see what I have to discard. Just gonna do that. Go from there, trade that. So now what? If we produce, what happens? Nobody gets too much. Surely producing is better than trading. So settle, consume, produce. So this guy's double VPing. Settle, consume, produce. Guess we play that to consume our goods instead of getting a card. Seems good enough. Pay 3 or 2 apparently. We do have this, so maybe don't just auto chuck those logistics. Do we ever play that? This is garbage. Something like that? No, we would never play this. We might. It's supposed to be quick. Assume that produce. So now what do we have? We have a 4-point engine. Probably just trade, I guess. Each build, maybe. We have our 4th production world. Are we even leading? We're 3-way tied. Trading lets us see a lot of new cards, so maybe that's what we do, just to keep up with that. We have an okay dev. I don't know. I'm just gonna trade. So dev, trade, produce. Now this guy's X2ing with this 4-point engine. So, dev, explore power, maybe? We're in the lead, so we don't even need a 4th explore power. If we play SETI, we go down to 1, which is kind of fine. 1, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is actually decent here because of the... Yeah, so we're going to play Research Labs here for the consume power. Paying 4. Trade this. Assume that green's good for a chip and a blue good for a chip. And then continue. So how are we doing score-wise? 18, 13, 13, 17, 14, 17. Close all around. I didn't actually notice the 6 dev goal. I guess I probably did in my opening hand, maybe. For G-Fed. Assuming that was this game, which I think it is. So, are we just trading? Hand size is 6, 8, 7, 4, 6. We could also X2. X2ing is an 8-point engine if somebody produces every round. Does anybody else get more? This guy gets the same thing but more cards. So maybe we don't do that. Oh, we have diversified? Unfortunately we don't have the third color on the produce leech yet. It's actually not that good here yet. And do we have a consumer we can play? Not really. So we don't really have an incentive to call a build phase. One good 6 dev, maybe 2-ish. Supposed to be quick play, but I don't know what to do here. Trade. It's a key decision too. Big hand, big hand. Playing this way forces you to kind of think of moves in a vacuum. Like, what is the best play here in a vacuum? Not necessarily the perfect play based on the board state in my hand and blah blah blah. It's like, in a vacuum, the best is to trade and leech a 6 dev. Explore. If there's an Explore, I'd go to 11, leech down to 4, and then I could leech a Production World. Is it possible there'll be no builds? It seems unlikely. So I should probably trade. Let's just settle. If I play this one, I go to 6, 10, 11, 12, massive overflow. This one's kind of useless though, so I have to play Production World, pretty much. This one I get a card back, this one I get a card back, they're both a point. So I guess this is just strictly better. Kind of. Pay 0 apparently? Jesus. So that was wrong, man. Definitely play this one. I think. Paying 1 and trade this, I guess we can do. Get an extra point that way. Probably right. Or good enough. Still overflow by 2, pay or discard 2, something like that. Now what? Again, same idea. We want to just trade every round, right? Super tight game. Thing is, we're relying on them to dev. Well, there's the dev. 6, 9, so play SETI. Pay 6. We're only playing Production Worlds for the rest of the game, pretty much, so try and fight off green. Might keep this in case something weird happens, like he has logistics or something. 2, 3. One more. Probably that. Trade. So now what do we trade? There's no produce this time. So maybe we go ahead and trade that. 5, 9, 10. This way. No, 9. I'm going to do that. Okay. We could theoretically trade while we have this now. How are we doing score-wise? 34, 30, 29, 27. So scary to be so close. So 3 cards in hand. 2 cards in hand. 7. So this guy's the main danger. He's probably gonna trade. Does that leave the last round? He X2'd. I guess he's gonna X2 again. Yeah, pretty crazy board, this guy. He X2's for 2, 4, 5, 6. Draws. So how do we take advantage of that? Deving, maybe? Deving's pretty good. Can the game end? The game could end here. He gains 2, 4, 6 to 36. I'm down by 2. One, 0-ish. Can we steal this goal somehow against green? It's possible. By calling settle. Settle that. Settle doesn't seem great because it gives him a crank, so and maybe give somebody 4 color. I just need yellow, but I don't have. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna dev. So no produce. So dev settle. So this is the end. Quite possibly. Actually, no, it's not gonna end here. And no produce. So that's kind of awkward. What am I even playing now? This is like a 1-1 if I want to play this. Like I'm gonna draw nothing back. Like this is actually pretty bad, I feel like. And this guy traded not X2'd. Jesus Christ. Fucking brutal. Firefox, please. Might have to switch back to Chrome for some windows because my stream is not showing up, or it's stopping. That doesn't usually happen with Chrome, so this just feels really awkward. It's not going to end, but is it going to end next round? It might not even end next round, to be honest. If he double passes, it might not end. If I play this, go down to 3, I can play this, which is fine, down to 2. And then I draw 1 back. The 3. I have to assume it's going to end next round, I don't know. A5. If it doesn't, this might be important. This is probably never going to see play. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't hit enough. Oh, actually 6, so I could. There's some remote way that this could see play next round. If I explore +1/+1 and this guy doesn't build this round and there's only a dev next round, then I would play this down to 0, and then it's pretty sick actually. And this is more likely to see play, and then I guess we'll go like that. Settle that. Pay 0, consume for a chip, consume for a card, and then potentially explore. Score-wise, wow, we actually are up by 10. And he didn't pass on one of the builds. So it's almost certainly going to end here. If I explore, I could leech. What can I leech? 3, 4, 5, 6, down to 2, 1, 0. So I could leech this and this. Actually, that's a pretty good finish. So I think I will go ahead and do that. The other possibility would have been that there's no build phases, which kind of would have sucked because this guy just gains points. So I probably did that wrong, I think. Luckily, though, he dev'd. Can we afford Merchant Guild? Off by 1 card, I think. God damn. Brutal. But I mean, we probably still win here. I don't think we can lose. Best dev, I guess, is the 3-point one. Actually, this is 3 points as well. So we'll play that and pay 3. And win by 4. Whew. Let's see what the time damage is. So 82 minutes 20. And we won, I believe. 82-20. Yeah. So time-wise we did... Wait, what? Math is hard. It's 102.20. So we barely did better than usual. 3 minutes, shaved off 3 minutes only. A lot of room to go even faster. 50, 33, 32. 32, 31, 46. 295, 295, 1087. For the homeworlds. Alright. Next game. So dev goal, good card here, good card there. blue-brown goal. Merchant Guild and Imperium Seat, pretty trashy. No real combo with Rebel Cantina, which sucks because this is a military expansion. All powers, chips, uplift. Probably gonna have to go like this. Keep another card. Close enough, and then probably explore to find more cheap production worlds and whatnot. And be able to leech a dev into settle if it happens. Settle produce. So keep this for sure, and I guess this seems fine. Settle that. Pay 1. I think that's probably a better way to do things. For sure keep. For sure keep. For sure keep. It's new survivalist or merchant guilds, whatever. And then I guess we trade. If we don't, we get 1 card out of no actions. We get 2 cards for the round. If we trade, we get 3 cards for the round, so we will trade. Although, I guess we're hoping for an explore here, but that's not that likely. But we'll do it. So there's a settle. Ugh. I don't think that's correct. I don't think so. So I'm just going to pass quickly. Now what? Still no great settles, and now we're behind on the blue-brown goal, which is fine. I feel like we just dev, so I'm just going to dev. There's a trade, so either way we get a card back. If we play this, we could play that, which might be worth it. No produce. If I play this, I go to 5, down to 1, 2. Don't really think I want to commit to a blue-brown 3-cost windfall. So I guess this is just better, and we pass on settle probably. No produce. Quickly, quickly. I guess somebody could play G-Fed here, so I think this is just better. Pay 2, so we're not forced to dev next round. Don't really want to play military. Pass on settle. Now what? Could make a trade theoretically, or just start deving. Nobody played much in the dev phase. Hand sizes are not huge, so we're just gonna dev. I feel like I'm playing more aggressive when I play quickly like this, tending more to my instincts. I mean, it's playing aggressive is good, so maybe I'm playing better, at least on a tempo perspective. Play this, pay 1. Am I ever gonna play this thing? Really? I don't think so. It's just such a piece of trash. Dev, consume, produce. So pay credits, pay 1, trade, and produce back. Alright, so now we have a hand. Score is 7, 9, 9, 10, 10, 18, because he has goals. The blue-brown contested with somebody. Green. So it's good, at least he has somebody fighting for it. We have 3 devs. Actually, with the dev goal, pushing devs is pretty good. So maybe I could have done this first. It doesn't really matter. I was getting a card either way, but I was worried about not wanting to dev or whatever. Cyan has 3 cards, 3 devs as well, tied with us. So dev phase is ours at the moment. Hand size is just 2, so like all things being equal, we'd like to dev here. Although trading is amazing if there's a settle. All phases, we need 1 and 3. We don't have that combo in 1 card. And yellow has 5 phases. Missing dollar, so he might not have it. But mostly I'm just going to ignore that. If I trade and there's no builds, I mean, how likely is that really? This guy should be trading most likely, or producing. This guy could most likely want to build. This guy trade, produce, or build. So I don't understand how Rob plays so quickly. Like, unreal. Insta choosing in spots like this. All phase. Thing is, you always want to trade theoretically, but if there's no builds, it's just the round where there's no builds. I guess in 6 player I should just trade every damn round. Somebody's gonna build. End of story. So, which of these do I play? So, if I play this, I go to 4, and then trade to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's massive overflow. If I do this one, I pay 5, go to 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's no produce. This one gets... neither of them does all that much. In the long run, this might be better. I'm not sure, but I'm going to play that. Pay 5. One more. What just happened? Draw 1, what? Oh. Consume for chips, presumably, and then discard 1. And then probably dev, surely, with this board, and this hand. Discard. Dev, settle, no produce, which sucks. Dev, settle, consume. What are we settling is the main question here. So, can we go for the multicolor? Green and brown. Is this garbage? Oh, we could do this into this. Although we can't really afford to do that. We need to fight for the tempo. So, presumably we just play this. And go from there. Let's see what we can afford. Pay 4. Do we care about the blue-brown? Probably not. 4, 4, and we have 1, so no. There's no produce. We just play the green here, I guess, and explore next round or something. Set up for a galactic exchange, pretty much. Pay 4, 1. Which means maybe we should have played Calling Ship. Did I do that wrong? No, that's the thing, is this, yeah. So pay 4, maybe like that. Really don't care about playing this. Calling Ship could be useful for the brown that we want to play. We have to keep this. So this seems close enough. Although again, Calling Ship, we're not going to want to sack it, but I guess it's fine to keep a cheap dev to leech to maintain this anyways. So Cyan has 4 still. Game's nearing the end. We're not in the lead or anything. Pretty much have to explore. If there's a dev, I think we can leech this. So going to 3, 6, 7, minus 5 down to 2. So we're going to plus 1 here. There's a settle, and there's a brown. But yeah, this is really awkward. So I can play a 6 dev and a settle, so it could easily end here. We draw G-Fed. I mean, we're pretty much losing here, I think. Basically, if this guy ends it, this guy's going to win, or maybe this guy wins, and we catch his current score, let alone what he'll have by the end of this round. But so discard 2. I mean, I guess we have to assume that the game's not going to end because we can't win if it does end. So if it doesn't end, what do we want to do here? We can ignore the 4th color world and just play 3, 6 devs. We can't get 3 out though. Like, there's no way that this is worth it, I don't think, so we'll just go like this, whatever. We could get this out somehow, maybe. So like that or whatever. And the best dev right now, if the game doesn't end, might be this, because it gets us a card back. This gets us 2 back later, though. Logistics. And he called settle, so yeah, this is over. Pay 4. We don't have military, right? Never playing this anyways. 1, 2, 3. Pass on settle, and game ends. And we lose. So how do we do on time this time? So 113.50. Loss. A lot better that time. So it took 11 minutes and a half. Not bad, not bad. Not a good result though. So score 28, 19, 26. 20, 33, 34. Winner purple. So the guy that ended the game ended with a loss. Purple and homeworld 075 075 11 38. Alright. Next game. So blue brown, not gonna matter too much. Dev goal, this is good early. Bunch of military stuff. Not a lot of military goals, but that's what we have. Multicolor, all phases. What are we doing here? So certainly playing this. Well, it's not certain actually. Bunch of mediocre cards. So maybe just go military and start digging. Because I mean this is pretty damn mediocre, so is this. Uplift goals out there though. Basically hope to draw a 2-2 uplift. Then we fucking go crazy. So that seems pretty good. And just like chuck some of this other meaningless stuff. Blue brown. Not a simple opening hand. In all likelihood we're just going to dump most of it for this anyways, round 1. Genetic Slab just feels wrong. Maybe like that, which is really weird. That seems okay though. I think we're going to go like that. 2 settleable, actually we have 3 settleable worlds. And a good dev. I don't know if that's right, but... And I don't know if we should be +5ing here or not. I'm going to +1. So what we keep here is not going to matter. And we play this. Paying 3. Oh wow, I'm an idiot. Clearly this is the opening, like... I almost discarded this thing. Jesus Christ. So yeah, there's no way I can go Old Earth there. I have to go Sparta, play this, get this out, and then trade this thing. Like, dumb. I was like, it's just a 2-trade windfall. It's not that great. I can't believe I didn't notice that. It's so weird. Okay, so discarding one more. So we're certainly keeping that. So one of these two. Combining Spores pretty nice early. This, we'd have to pay 1 to get it out. It does give us an Explore power, and... potentially annoying consume power. Hard to say. Combining Spores seems pretty good though. So we'll play that. Trade. There's the settle. Alright, so. What's happening now? So, no dev powers except for this guy, so we're not deving ever here. We have a settle each anyways, even if there's no dev, and we can go settle. So we don't even need to ever play Space Marines. We probably just explore +5 here. I don't see any reason not to. Start finding some 9/9s, maybe. What else are we gonna do? Make a trade? Also possible, I guess. So, Spore, settle, trade, produce. Don't really have any reason to go alien at the moment. Discard 6, so 1, 2, multicolor goals out there. It's kind of either export duties or black market trading world. This seems worse than normal, and this combos with our board, so we'll play it that way. And then settle this. And then trade. Sure. Dev. So if we play this, we go to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Doesn't seem great though, but it's a tempo. I guess we stay in the lead. Space Marines doesn't really do anything yet, so sure. A1. How are we doing on blue browns? Maybe we're, yeah. We're actually in the lead 2 to 1 across the board, so we might actually go blue brown here if we don't draw anything. Yikes. That guy is really fucking scary. With this goal too. Dev strat. Okay, pay 1. Okay, we have to keep this. We have to keep this. I'd prefer to keep that and then one of the alien cards, so I guess we just keep the 6 dev. Trade that and go. So, now what? Once again, we can never dev here. Can we settle? Could, it's not great. We have some alien combo now. This is garbage, this is okay. May take over a rebel military world. Nothing. For the dev goal, we are tied for the lead with purple. It's going to be really tough to keep up with that. Maybe just x4+5, at least once. Because a lot of this is just mediocre. 1 x4+5 could swap all this out for much better. So go ahead and do that. So there's a dev, no settle. We draw 2 good settles, which combo with this. So maybe now we have everything we need, mostly. We don't need to discard this many cards, so 2, 4, 6, 8. Blue-brown Imperium. Something like that. We're going to be dumping a bunch here anyways, probably. So do we need Space Marines now? Probably. So 1, 2, 3, 4 base, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we will certainly go ahead and play this, and then chuck probably this. No. This. Can't imagine ever playing either of those. We're just gonna go rebel here anyways, so we should probably just start spamming settles. So do we leech this? 3, 6, we get to keep only 2 cards. We only really lose 1 card we want to keep, and I don't know. There's no rebels to steal. Maybe we just wait around on that. I think so. Wait till later. 3, 6, 9, yeah, that's fine. Settle this. We could settle this and trade next round. Nah. Scores behind considerably. Wow, this guy actually caught up to us right. Did I mess up there? Oh, I might have made a mistake. That was a 3-point freebie by not deving. Whoops. Oh well. But yeah, I'm presumably just settling here. Could make a trade maybe. So no dev, maybe? What does purple do here? Probably devs, yeah. Is this where we... Oh wow, we can steal this from him. So yeah, and there's a produce. Yeah. think that seems good to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably don't care about that. Are we actually fighting for this? No. Because we passed. Right. I mean, he is the main competitor, so I think we're going to take over. And he's in the lead on tempo as well. Alright, so, wow. I mean, now we just spam settles, presumably. 7, base, 8, 9, yeah. This is actually really good here, too. So if there's a produce and a trade, and we settle, we could actually probably afford this next round. Anyways, we'll go ahead and settle. Purple does what here? Trade, so there's no dev. It's a pretty good result, I think. So, math time. 3, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we play at 7, 7, we have 9 cards next round. If we play the 9, 9, we have 8 cards next round. So we can go ahead and play the 9, 9. Paying 1. And then settle again, presumably. NGO. But yeah, I mean, we must settle here, right? 39. We're only up by 11 on this guy. And he still needs blue. But I mean, what's the worst blue he can get out? 5, 3 maybe? So it's a 7-point play. Maybe, yeah, 7-point play. Oh, sorry, 10-point play, Jesus Christ. 10-point play. And our settle is 9. But, I mean, I guess we would maintain. Otherwise we can dev. I mean, that's really good too. So, relatively speaking, this typically would be better. And who else can do that crazy shit, if anybody? RvI's pretty close. Yeah, either way we get 9 points, and yeah, 48. Good fucking luck to ya. Purple chose trade, so Devin, consume. Maybe I should settle because I'm more likely to be able to take full advantage of the dev and to settle because of my military. Yeah, anyways. That ship has sailed, and we win. So, time is 1:26:10. Win. So that was a 12 minutes 20-second game. Yeah, not too bad. A bit slower than the previous. Scores 48, 29, 31, 29, 37, and 30. Win 3, 4, 9, 6, 7, 10. And I actually want to replay real quick. If I call settle in the last round, what happens? So instead of 48, 37, 31. So instead of winning by 9, I would win by 12. So it looks like it is a better result. Yeah. So maybe 10 towards settling as military. I mean, not that I didn't already know that. Okay. Next game. Old Earth, Sparta. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Good cards, but super expensive, those two. And we have a windfall. So probably just naked trade round one. Chips, alien, uplift, all irrelevant. 6 dev, irrelevant-ish. Wow, we have trade league too. Jesus Christ. Dev goal, explore goal. What the fuck do we do here? Opening first round. But yeah, this is probably the way to keep. There might be a more refined way, because this is too much, but the rest of the cards are going to be discards anyways. Now, we could explore if we really want to keep everything, but that seems not great. Like, getting both these out it's a waste to try to get both out in opening hand, I think. And probably even a waste to try and get one of these and this out as well. So basically just pick one of these and play it. And that means we should make a trade. So... Huh. This costs one more, but we trade for one more. And there was an explorer, so we can still keep the same. So... it's better? No. We could play this and keep two this way. That seems pretty good. Okay, math. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 6, 7 for next round. Dev down to 1. In all likelihood, I would want to play this over this. Probably. It's funny actually. What's better? They're both so crazy. Trade League might be better here. I mean, it's probably better in general. And there's the 6 dev goal. Interesting decision there. Either way, what we keep there might as well be that. Surely we pass on dev, and so this is where we decide now. In a vacuum, this is better. Going down to 1, trading to 7 or something. We'd probably actually want to produce next round and then dev. Yo! Yes! Jump on, man. I think Keldon.net is down, so head over to rftg.plingry.net. And I'll be right there. So yeah, I don't actually know for sure. It's supposed to be quick, so I'll just play that and keep 1. So this trade league, trade that and go, and then probably produce and dev, barring anything weird. Am I muted? Perhaps? No. Maybe a long delay. Oh no, we're good. The host name. Let me type it up. Get it out for you. I think I have it here. Yeah. But yeah, create whatever format you want. And good luck. Alright, so we're gonna switch over to this. 2:12, so 120, 132 minutes. Alright, so we'll join the game, and it's going to be RvI 2PA, looks like takeovers and goals on. So the same as usual. Make sure I'm showing the right scene. Alright. So, Rebel goal doesn't do anything. Dev goal, not great. Doomed World, nothing spectacular, but it's something. Can get this, can get the 2-2 out with this, either way. Playing 2PE changes things for action choices. Chip goal, 6 dev goal, don't have uplift goal, tempo. Kind of have the makings of an engine, theoretically. We could settle, trade. Settle, trade seems okay. But I mean, we have to play this for that to be useful. Settle, x2. Maybe we should just go the military route here with this thing. Could dev trade. Explore dev. Tempo goals out. I mean, given the tempo goes out, we should probably not be playing Doom Gold here, so I think this is probably going to be the way to go, roughly. And the default play would be to explore +1/+1 dev, because we have a +1 look, and we need the dev to reach the settle, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. He settled trades, so 2 cards of discard is not going to matter too much here. Never playing that and that, presumably, or that and that. Something like that, doesn't really matter. So dev this, and then settle this. Pay 0. Now, if he devs, we would have to pass on 1, which kind of sucks, but is life. If he settles, we would also have to pass on 1, which kind of sucks, but is life. So explore trade, I guess, would be the default. There's no discard goal, so we could explore +5 trade instead. Does that help us? It's probably fine. I think we're going to go ahead and do that, most likely. Yeah, that seems fine, without thinking about it too much. So, we're keeping 1 of these cards. We have 4 base military, 5 for rebel. And no military in hand. And we have settle produce, which we would prefer to leech. But, and there's a rebel goal out. Tempo. What's this? I take over from an Imperium tableau. 2 for each rebel. I mean, we do kind of want to go rebel if we can. 6 dev is good, so maybe we should just keep the 6 dev and play that next round. It's okay. Or keep a big world. 2, 4, 5. We have 5 towards this thing. I think that's the choice, that or that. I feel like maybe this is better. This is committing a lot. And we might not even get the most out of the dev phase anyway. So I'm just going to go like that. And I guess we have to play this. We don't have to, but... Did we even have a settle we could settle there? I don't think we did. There's no military one. Otherwise I probably would have kept it. So basically this is only for the tempo. We should probably actually just completely ignore this goal rather than sacrifice 2 cards for a point here just to maybe keep up on it. I think I'm actually going to pass here. I think that's the more sensible play, honestly. Normally I would never do that, but I feel like that's probably just more sensible. Like, I've done that before, and it just doesn't usually end well. Okay, so now we would theoretically want to dev. And then we could leech a settle. Not that he's going to settle here or anything, but... He might trade produce here. It's not like we have great settles anyway. We could also just make him overflow. I mean, we're at 10 anyway, so it's kind of pointless. I would probably just dev on balance. It's not even good though. Like, what's my second dev? Take over from military +1. Not even good because of the tempo once again. I'm not gonna dev. Settle. Good explore dev. Just call the phase that I want to happen, or dev settle as possible, but not that great. 2, 3, 4, 5. Could explore plus 5 dev. I think I might just do that. Trade produces. Okay, well we drew a bunch of 6 devs. So maybe one of these is good enough. We have AT, Alien Toy Shop. We're probably gonna have to commit to one of these. I mean, this one's pretty damn good, let's be real. It's gotta be better. Yeah, surely. There's no decision here. Leeches produce. Get the goal. Share the goal. So, pay 5. And we want windfalls now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Not really the 6 dev you want to see with this board. So now what? Dev trade is an option. Not a great option. Settle trade is an option. If we do that, what happens? We go to 4, 5, 6, 11. We overflow. Settle, settle. Isn't great either. Man, how does he do this? Get in such a position so quick, such a good position so quickly. Settle trade, settle produce, trade produce. He could also like blindside us here with like a dev or something, but there's not a lot I can do about that, and he's already ahead on tempo anyway, so it's like I don't really care about that much. He's got a rebel world too, like. Settle, settle. Settle trade. Feed devs. That's the other thing, is I don't want to build his engines for him all the time. Which seems to be what's happening. He seems to be very produce-y kind of player rather than buildy. So I'm gonna have to adjust my strategies against him, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully he doesn't listen to this video and hear that and adjust to my adjustments. I don't really know. Dev trade is also possible. He's never settling here though. He's probably just trade producing or X2 producing, almost certainly X2 producing basically. So dev trade would be better. I'm just gonna settle, I think. Ah, for fuck's sakes. God damn it. Settle trade I don't overplay by that much, I'm just gonna do that. Oh, he dev traded. Alright. Alright, dude. Later, most man. Moat man. Looks like most man from here. I've only seen your name like 5 times at this point. So what am I discarding? I'm going to be playing this, discarding these two, I guess. Alright, so here we go. He has a 6-point many card engine, and he has a full hand, like, so scary. So certainly we're going to dev, ideally we want to dev settle here pretty much, to leech the produce, and hopefully not need to pause. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. Oh, we beat him to an action, oh baby. You would expect most of the time here would be settling. Dev trade. I don't like that at all. Man, that sucks. Why does he always like have the perfect play? How does he not produce here? He produces the whole game when he doesn't have an engine, and other games too. I mean, obviously it's hand dependent, but it really sucks when I finally have a good setup to block a phase. Okay, so dev settle. So now what? Now it's just so fucking bad. Oh my god. Misery, dread, scorn, envy. Go down to 2. It's so fucking bad. Unreal. This is the round where we lost the game. Definitely. Because we're gonna have like a 2-card hand size next round, or 3, and he's gonna have a full hand. He's gonna get the dev goal because of that. Unreal. So pay 5. I mean, we can't even play this. I mean, we can play this, but go down to 0, which is brutal. It's only a 2-point settle. It's possible we need to swing for the fences here and just do this, as in play this now. Uplift goal, not happening. Chips. And yeah, he doesn't produce with a chip goal there too, like it's so weird. This is so brutal, oh my god. I'm pretty sure we have to go that way. Hope we draw into a rebel or something. Like naked settle next round, or draw the settle now. Like on the settle bonus we're gonna have to draw a rebel pretty much. Or hope that we're getting more points than him, but we're not. He's still tied and doesn't even have his second settle out. Like, at least it's not rebels. We did draw the rebel, so that's interesting. And significant. And a cheap dev. 10-card hand. So basically he has 5 free points here. If he devs. If he dev settles, he's probably going to dev. I mean, he's must dev here. In which case, Explorer +1/+1 settle doesn't actually do that much. We go to 4, 3, 2. Can't leech a second dev anyway. So maybe explore size settle in case he settles. It's like he doesn't really want to settle into this because one more rebel and I get the goal. So he's almost certainly just deving. Like I feel like 90, like almost 100% chance to dev here. Or he might produce if his hand is shit or something. I mean, produce is just so bad. There's no way. Basically, he should be deving here all the time. And I don't know if there's any way I can beat that. And if I can't beat it, then what do I do? Basically, I have to assume his hand is shit. If his hand is shit, I could make it settle. I could dev settle. That's funny. If his hand is really bad, dev settle is good. Because he has to pass on one of those build phases. I feel like +1 settle would be better. Leech a dev, although No. My god. Wasting time, really, because 99% of the time I'm not winning here. And I'm even more than 99%, I think. So actually, the only way to win is probably to just naked settle. Yeah, because... Yeah. Alright. Oh, there it is. Unsurprisingly, dev does. We're definitely going to mark this down as a loss. 2-player versus humans. 29. Make sure we're still connected, and we are, looks like. Homeworld 11 versus 1. Well, we did draw one, but nowhere close. We needed way more to go well than what happened. Like, he's even leeching all 4 settles, it looks like. I was confused for a second there, it's showing the end. So 43-54. Wins next game. Oh, make sure I'm showing the right scene. Probably not. I'm gonna check. Hope I was earlier though while the game was ending. Probably was. In any case, here we go. So, Rebel goal. I mean, he's already done it. It's just unreal. Rebel goal, production goal, chromosome, all powers, multicolor chips. I mean, we're 1 military off of being able to get this out. I mean, this is... We could get it with this, but we don't want to. Bank is a good card. All phases. And I mean, to win against him anyway, we have to get a bit lucky, so... We can definitely play the riskier strat here. We could also just settle trade this. Seems pretty horrible, honestly. I feel like I kind of have to go with this, maybe, probably. Swap side dev, swap some sun dev. It's just not good. But if we get lucky... I mean, there's no way I'm +5 deving, so... Well, he doesn't seem to have much, so that's great. Not only is he playing Aristo's Colony, but he's double exploring. Pretty atrocious opening. Discard 1. Are we discarding our only playable world here? I mean, there might not be a settle phase next round, so... maybe I play credits first. Because I don't really want to discard any of these. Although, no, this has got to be better. Because... yeah, because we can draw a card for this if we need to play it. Is it better? I mean, we're never dev-deving anyways, I don't think. No, we're never dev-deving. Which means we do this. No. God damn. Do this and chuck this, maybe. Close enough. I don't want to handicap my hand here, so I'm just gonna chuck it. Do we just dev? Probably not. So explore plus one dev or plus 5 dev. There's no card that will help, so we're just gonna plus one dev here. And then maybe plus 5 later. If I play this and this, I can then settle trade. Which seems good enough, I guess. What else am I going to do here? I could play this, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. We'd have 5 towards this. That seems good enough to me. It's a Rebel World 2, Rebel Goal, I don't know. Multicolor goal. Bit of a convoluted opening, but that's what we're doing. And we're going to pay 2, so probably Salon and Ancient Race. Although Ancient Race could be the 4th color, but meh. I'd rather keep credits and these two. This is metal? What? The Gathering. Pay 2. We can easily draw into 2/2 uplifts anyways, so and we'd much prefer to play those anyway. He needs devs more than settles, although he needs settles too, obviously. 3, 4, 5, so yeah, I mean we should probably just be settle trading here. Show me the dev spam. Although I don't want to dev into this board, once again. I don't want to settle either, giving in the production goal, but it's going to happen eventually. Dev, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's funny, he passed on like 3 build phases and I still feel like he's ahead. 2 build phases maybe. We're missing $1.05 for the all powers. We could double explore here. He's likely to trade produce 7, 10, maybe not though, as we've seen. Could explore dev as well. I don't know. What happens if I play this? So I pay 4, down to 4, and then I go to 6. And then on dev I go to 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And then I can settle and end it. With 6 cards in hand. And we have another rebel. I mean, this might actually work out. Does that make sense? Keeping 4 here. So chucking this. Yeah, that actually works. I think we're gonna do it. So, basically make him settle. 2, 3, 4, which is what I always want to be doing, but I've been playing into his hand all the time. Partly because of what I draw, usually, but... So we just need to draw 2 more settles out of the next 4, 6 cards or something. 2 more cheap enough settles that we can play. I don't know if... There might be more cards than that, and I don't know how likely that is or anything, but yeah. What's more important here? This one, I think. If we draw like NGO or something. There's another settle. We need dollar phase only to get the all phase goal, so that's good. We'll get that potentially later. Blue brown, we need a green world ideally. That would be perfect. We would get this goal, this goal, this goal. We need a green rebel. We need the 3/2 green rebel. Is that too much to ask? I think yes it is. Pay 1. Oh. That could be useful. Let's do some math. So if I discard this, I go to 4, 5, 6 again, 7, 8. If I dev... Paying 1, certainly this, I think. Yeah. I mean, he is ahead. And yeah, we're only seeing 2 more cards. So are we settling? We can. Do we win if we do? So he gets plus 5 points to 23. And we get 7, 11, 12, 13, 16 to 27, 28. And he cranks. I don't know about this. I can draw into stuff. I'd like play the 2 rebels in the first, and then you'd hope to draw a green out of 1 settle bonus. Yeah, whatever. What is this worth? Apparently this network doesn't show. 2, 3... Wow, it's terrible, because I've not been settling. I guess I just have to settle and pray, but I feel like I'm not going to win with settle here. Which is really shitty. Like, how much better does it have to go? Well, at least he didn't X2. So I imagine we have to start with this. Color number 1. Okay, so what did he do here? Wow, did he just get this goal too? Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. Yeah, there's no way I can win now, I don't think. So I have to play this if I want to get that goal. I mean, I need a blue world anyway, theoretically. Still need that 3-2 green, but even then I don't think I would win. So shitty. I'm just in awe. Just in awe. So yeah, I think this is my settle. Now I have to play the brown one and hope for the green and probably still lose. Yeah, it's just whatever. I don't understand. So, if I play this, I get 4, 5, 6, 7, finish at 32, and he wins. By a lot. My favorite position. Can I ever win if there's another round? No fucking way. So right now he's getting 3, maybe 3 points on consume, going to 34, and I go to 26. So I'm down by 8, and then he cranks for 10, down by 18. What sequence of cards could I possibly... Actually, he has +3 here. Down by 21. 21, and then if I settle and draw into... I mean, I'm guaranteed lose if I end it, so it's kind of no point doing that. Other than for the spreadsheet stats, 25, 29, 30, 31, 32 would be my index score. And unless he traded this... Oh no, either way he would win. So yeah, so I guess I have to pass. And pray for 3 9/9s or whatever, or something. Feels like a newbie playing against an expert. Basically, it makes you feel like a newbie. It's fucking brutal. Fucking brutal, eh? I mean, it's not like I had a god draw or anything. I had to play this thing, I had to play tactics to get this out, and I played Merchant Guild on the military board, so... I guess it could have been worse. Like, if I did end it there, I end at 632. So replace this with a good 6 dev. I mean, it's not bad actually in this spot, but so I'd only be down by 5. So I guess I could have won there if my hand was a bit better. So now we just make it settle, because that's the only way we can win. Not that we can win, but theoretically it might be possible to win by settling. Okay, so we got that. Start with that, I guess. No. To win, we need to draw into 9/9s, so we need to play this. It's a 6-point play, it's more than this, so definitely that's the best first play. We need... oh, we can't get the multicolor goal anymore, which sucks. So yeah, green doesn't matter, so we play a rebel, but basically our best settle. Okay, 0. But yeah, now we don't have anything, so yeah, it's over. We have to draw consecutively off his explore and or settle bonus. And so now, I guess this is our best settle. Unless we draw into like a 5-5. Actually, this is actually pretty good. This is a 3-point settle, and this is a 4-point settle. So we'll definitely play that. Pay 0, get a settle bonus, get nothing, and a second settle. So this is 4, 3, play that. So 49 to 56 looks like. 49, 56 maybe. Homeworld's 1 versus 4. Mark the result here, 2-player loss, 30, go back to number 2, 50 to 56, final score. Not bad, I guess. I mean, looks like we theoretically could have won there. If I just draw 9-9, I get +7. So it was closer to being winnable than, no, not +7, +5. So I'd need 9-9 and something else. But I mean, it's better than automatic loss. We got a lot of goals there. Maybe I should keep an eye on the goals more. Make sure that I'm not getting abused there. All right. Just check something here. Cantina. Cantina, Old Earth. Whole bunch of cheap playable stuff. Blue, brown. This is great. Nothing going with Cantina. Ships, Public Works, Calling Ship, Space Marines is whatever. Rebel Goal. Probably like that. Seems good. And then what? Settle's an option. Pay 1, draw 1, pay 1, draw 1. You can still keep this. Dev is an option. Pretty bad option. I think I'm fine with just settling here. Not that it's likely he'll produce or anything, but just do that. I was so sure he was going to make a trade. It's like every time he always has the right play. Unreal. I guess it's just variance. Wrong fucking universe. So, settle 1. Of course he's really good, so probably figures it's more likely I'm going to be settling with Old Earth and blah blah blah, but still. Of course, he has 2 blue browns. A1. +1 produce or +5 produce? I mean, to beat this guy, I just have to get lucky, it seems like, so I'm just going to +1. Like, especially when he's already hit a naked trade, so... I'm just going to start making the luck plays. Like, I'm not... If I explore +5 there, I'm just sacrificing a card. I could get the exact same cards I need with looking at 3, so... Especially once he's hit a naked trade, like, there's no coming back from that against a player of his caliber by +5ing there. So develop, settle. So we can actually leech public works and this. Do we really care about public works though? Probably not. But I mean, do we care about the rest? Definitely not. So trade producing, we would draw 6 cards in a chip. We can also just X2 produce, it's a 6-point engine. Pretty quick one, in fact. Interesting. So we can either get 6 chips and a card, or 6 chips and a card, or 3, 4, 5, 6 cards and a chip. Okay. So it's an exact trade. And if he builds 1, 2, 3, 4, so the game would end at the same time if he somehow builds every single build phase. And our score would be 24, 35, 38. He would probably sneak this. We might have to trade produce here just to fight for this thing, actually. In 2-player, that's a 10-point swing. That's gigantic. So yeah, definitely gonna trade produce. He's probably gonna swing it already. So he's given up on it, it looks like. So maybe I made the wrong choice. But then again, if I just X2 produce the rest of the game, he could easily just spam out 2 small blue grounds at some point and swing the goal. So I feel like trade produce is probably better, but I'm not elite enough to know for sure. Oh, it's waiting on me here. And him, but... Fuck, am I showing the wrong scene? God damn, what a noob. Wait, what? No, okay, it's the right scene. I thought it was like an endgame scene because there's so many cards on the table, but it's because it's squeezed and everything's visible. So I thought for a second there that all 3 games I had been showing the wrong scenes. Moment of terror. Can't remember what this is. Cataclysm. Did we lose him? No. Big decision there, clearly. So trade a blue. Zoom for a chip and card. And presumably 2 cards. Because that's the point of this. Much regret. doesn't stop. Unfucking real. Unfucking real. Oh, is this another throwaway game? It's just unreal. Like, holy fuck. I mean, there's also the fact that we haven't played very many games, so it's possible that he's been getting really lucky a lot of times, but the more it happens, the less likely that's the case. Wow. Okay, so I guess we have to keep that. Take a chip. Seven cards for produce face. Seems fair. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Just wasting time now. So go ahead and mark the result. 2-player loss. The trifecta with Old Earth versus Sparta 03. So explore devs. Wow, so it's actually not going to end. Well, I guess this make a difference. Discard 1. Never play that or don't care about it. Just gotta not let the results affect me. So play this certainly. What is this music? Electric Wizard, nice. Pay 1, probably this. Basically we're in the same spot as before where we're like, just have to hope he draws into absolute trash, so that 1% game. Which is just silly to be in this kind of position constantly. Cycle. I'm probably showing the wrong scene this time though. No. Just my computer's screwed. Fucking Firefox, why? Why you do this? Alright, so what's happening? We're up by 5. He might be able to get the rebel goal. We can extra produce maybe to get the good goal. Multicolor goal is potentially his, probably his. Alien goal. Yeah, extra produce is fine.
And like mainly because if he can't end it, theoretically we could win this way. Once again, the 1%er.
You might be scared to dev because of R&D. That's good. Good in air quotes. Apparently we're making him think a bit. I think he's probably just intentionally taking more time because he mentioned that he probably could go slower because he plays really fucking fast. Dev settle. Alright. Well, if we play this, it works. So surely we do. Right. We must stack that. I get does make a difference. Better tie breaks. SETI, yeah, probably good enough. There it is. So 4750. Only down by 3, so I mean if he doesn't have a rebel there, I just win. Most likely. Like if he plays a 9-9 yellow, is there such thing in this? 8-8 yellow, let's say. He gets, oh well, he would get this, so 8-8 yellow would be pretty sick actually. It's 8, 9, 10, 13 point play. This one's 5. It's actually less. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. Actually, it's the same thing. So that would also work. Actually, he couldn't play it though. So that's an important detail. But like if he doesn't have a rebel, what's the next best thing? 6-4, 7 point play, 10 point play. So he's down by 3. Still wins on tie breaks. So there were several worlds that he can win with there. But yeah, clobbered. Alright, so let's head over to the other game, scene 1, finish this off. So, 1 second. And then we're continuing 928. So, speed play here. We traded to our shop. We can produce and then dev. Produce gives everybody a good except for this guy, but that's producing is 7 cards for 1 action for us, so barring something having changed, we're going to do that. If there's an explore, we can keep this and dev that next round. If there's a dev here, we could leech this, which is not exactly what we want to happen, but hand sizes are low. So I guess it's somewhat less likely, but no, of course, in a 6-player game, somebody's deving. Really annoying. All we're really losing though is this. Hold on. So if we do this and this, we go to 3. There's no way that works. We lose the good. Blah blah blah. So we wouldn't do that. What about settling this and passing on dev? Also nonsensical. So yeah, just play this. Hope we draw another Galactic Advertisers or something. We snag the 6 dev goal by ourselves against AIs, which is quite a feat. And now we just produce every round, I guess. until somebody has too strong of an engine. So he has a 4-point engine if we produce every round, and he X2s. Same here, and same here. So for now we'll be producing. Explore, dev, trade, produce. Trade the good, produce. So surely somebody's going to consume, and even if once in a while there isn't a consume, it's fine, because in the long run there'll be consumes almost every time. Now the question is, will there be build phases? And it looks like there probably will be. This guy's got 2 cards in tempo and he has 6. Dev, goal, uplift, alien, big world, good dev, colony ship, nice. We're probably behind on this. Yeah, yellow has 3, so it doesn't matter that we play colony ship. I'm just going to go ahead and produce. Dev, settle, consume, produce. Alright. So are we just playing colony ship into this? Probably. We could play deficit spending into a small blue world. Spore powers. Bunch of people tied at 1. Actually, I might overflow if I do this, so let's see here. 1, 2, down to 4. 9, 10, 11. So I overflow by 1 if I do that combo. If I do deficit spending into a small blue, I go to 3. 8, 10, discard to 8. And then I can do the whole thing again next round. So I feel like deficit spending first might actually be correct here. And I don't necessarily need to produce every round after that. It's 1 discard versus having this out sooner. Quickly, quickly, what's best? We have lots of consume powers. Explore goal, dev goal, chips. This helps for the chips, although somebody might be getting it here anyway. This guy... no, nobody will. But I can't even get it next round anyway. Or yeah, I can. Maybe because of this goal I should go this way. I'm gonna go this way. So pay 2, settle, pay 1, trade, and then discard 2 for chips. And now what? What? Somebody got 6 chips? You're fucking kidding me? That's so brutal. Wow. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by that. Insane. Okay. This is pretty cool here. We're down by 10 on this guy. He's up on tempo, he got the deficit spending nonsense, gets the dev goal probably. It is so... I mean, that's 6-player, right? Somebody's going to be getting a good game, and it makes it really hard to be that... to win every game or whatever against that. If I produce... so now it becomes dangerous to produce every round because of this guy. He gets to trade every round and get probably more out of consume than me, or the same. X2. Here I don't know what to do. Explore goal. Everybody's had it 1. Uplift's never gonna happen for me. Alien's never gonna happen. Maybe. Maybe I should just be forcing builds here. Calling dev, for example, to leech to settle. More than like producing and consuming. There's this too. We need a green world still. I'm going to dev. I guess I could have produced. What did yellow do here? Trade. So now I'm going to have no goods next round. pay 1. So maybe I was supposed to produce. God damn it. Pay 1. Is this even right? Surely, I don't know. So I'm at 5, 10, 11, 12, 10. Or 2, 4. 3 less cards. Meh. Down by 8. We have green world now. If we dev and there's a settle, we can leech it. Sport powers, nobody has 2 yet. Engine wise, so this guy has nothing. This guy's short a settle to be able to have an engine. This guy is happy. This guy's in a good position. Produces 4 goods, has 2 consume powers so far, and this. This guy has no engine-ish. This guy has no engine. This guy's the better engine among them. Well, the second best engine, I guess, kind of thing. This guy's the best engine, second best. I mean, I probably have the best engine, to be honest, but, so yeah, maybe I just produce them. There's a dev and a settle, it kind of sucks, though. But I can probably manage playing like this. I guess I'd have to for there to be an explorer, which is possible. And I guess with the best engine I should just be producing anyways, because if there's no produce here it's a disaster. Most likely yellow produced, which is, I'm not sure if it's awkward or what, but he does. Discard 1. Now we're gonna have no hand for next round. This is we're not producing the other round hurts. We'll be X-swing for 2, 4, or sorry, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10. It's just not enough. Guess. I don't really see any alternative. I guess if the game doesn't end, I want some fat world. Yeah, I'm only keeping 4 cards here. I have to keep this. One of these. Logistics. Not that great. So if I produce every round and there's a consume, I get stuff and things. 2, 3, 4. Produce every round is best if I can. Not great. So this guy now, he's going to want to produce every round too. Down by 7. So I guess I have to X2 and hope there's a settle and produce. I don't know. I don't know how this works. But I'm gonna X2. Yellow developed. Do I have to dev? I guess. Maybe try and get the explore goal. Hey, 1. Assume alien for 2 VP, maybe. So I'm gonna be getting 1 card, 2, 3 cards. I mean, Rare goods, yes. Now, I can either get a chip and a card for this, or 2, 3, 4 cards. I feel like I probably did that wrong, maybe. Okay, so either 2 chips and a card, or 4 cards. Like I have to trade. Now do I discard? 7 VP World, 7 VP Dev. Can't get a Dev and the green world out. This is an explore power, holy shit. It's still only 7? What the fuck? 2, 3, 4, wow. 7 with that goal. No, that can't be right. That cannot be right. It's 12 with the goal. Alright. I can deal with that. If I dev, let's say there's an explorer, I go to 9, down to 3, so I can't reach this. I have to draw the 1-0, which unfortunately is in play. Also, we have a military. I guess I have nothing to be taken over. So we're just deving and leeching the consume here? Or naked X2ing? 6. This guy cranks for so much, and he's ahead. So we probably have to X2 and hope there's a dev, I think. I mean, X2's not even that good for us. Well, at least he doesn't have a big hand, or I guess he will soon, maybe? Yeah, maybe. Kinda need to know, though. How does he have so many goods left? I don't understand. We're still in the consume phase, so he hasn't consumed yet, okay. So yeah, he's gonna be drawing another... Did he produce? He dev'd. So he's at 4 cards. Consume goes to 5. Maybe 4, 3. And then produce 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can leech a 6 dev next round. I could naked. I mean X2 hoping that somebody explores. Squeeze out an extra point. I might have to here. Because like he's getting so much. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can always call the dev myself. So I'm down by 7. He cranks for 8. That's 9 cards in hand somehow. Oh, he didn't discard for chips maybe. Yellow. Well, looks like he did. I guess I just can't count. Oh, right, the 2 colors from diversified. That sucks. Ooh. Hand size is 5, 5, 9, 10, 8. So explore not that likely. But I mean, I probably can't win anyway, unless there's an explorer. Let's see, so 34 plus 12, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Final score 50. Yeah, there's no way. 41, 42, 43. Well, let's say he does next to 41, 42, 43, 44. And garbage dev. So I guess theoretically I could win by deving here, but maybe that's my best chance. Oh my god. So X2 only gives me 2 more points. So I feel like in the long run it's better to just do this in case there's no dev here. What did yellow do? Dev. So there's no consume phase. I should probably keep that. Doesn't end it. What the fuck is happening? Well, this game suddenly got weird. He called dev, passed. I mean, it's not... It happens sometimes. Like, maybe he needed the settle to happen or something, but... This is insane now. So, genetics lab? Weird. Should probably be careful about what I keep. So I'm not drawing anything on produce. So weird. Maybe now I want to actually keep the green world? I had no idea how to play this spot. AIs is so weird. Like against humans this would be so straightforward. But against AIs it's like now I have to think about maybe if it doesn't end again next round. How could it possibly not though? There's 13 chips in the pool. So that's kind of why they produce. So it's going to end next round no matter what I do. And that means that this card can never see play. And nor can this one unless I explore +1/+1. Which might be worth it. I get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the round versus X2ing, which gives me 2, 4, 5, 6. Or I can keep that and leech it on an explorer. I'm no sure. Only up by 5. I could produce theoretically. So is there any chance that it doesn't end here? 13 chips. What the hell is this noise? Jesus. Boris. I think I'm gonna pass. But yeah, if anybody consumes, let's say somebody trades, how many chips get taken out? So 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I mean everybody would have to choose not to discard for chips and blah blah, so it's gonna end here. And I mean I just X2. I don't know though, it's scary. So what did yellow do? Develops again. I don't think he's gonna be passing this time. And there's an explorer, so we do get to play the... So we get the same number of points as what we would have done earlier. Yeah, 7 point... I don't think we're winning. Maybe we are. Super close. I was about to say in before somebody else actually wins. That happens sometimes. You have your eye on this one player that's fighting you the whole game, and then somebody else squeaks, like appears out of nowhere, or like swings a big goal on you. Consume different kinds. Sure. Discard 2 for chips. Sure. Wow. Tied and lost on tiebreaks. Actually, that reminds me, I didn't record a tiebreak game earlier. Or didn't record the tiebreakers, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. So, at maybe 2:08 minutes, we lose. Still a pretty good result. 2:08 minutes overall. And the score is 53-25. 27, 53, 34. 38. Yellow wins. 05. 0519-711. Oh, 519-711. Oh, 519-711. They all went military. And then tie breaks. My tie breaks were 1 plus 2, and opponents were 13, so 10 plus 3. And where's the other tie game? Definitely not the first one.